next speaker, let me inform all of you that we have the keynote speaker with us, Ms. Caroline Rowett, British Deputy High Commissioner, Chandigarh. We welcome you, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. She'll be the speaker for the next session. So without taking much time, I want to invite Mr. MP Singh, Director, Punjab Energy Development ANC. I have to play the devil's role, so please don't mind. I'll request all of you to, if you can limit your speech or presentation in 7 to 8 minutes, because I think chief guest will be here any time. Over to you, Mr. MP Singh. Huge round of applause for him, please.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. And I'll just limit this to what we have been doing and not a general talk. So what the earlier speakers have been, saying, I'll just put it to focus that we've been trying to do and work dedicatedly onto the area of clean energy sources, with the view basically, since the organization basically stands for renewables, and also working in the area of energy conservation. And we work consistently with the Ministry of Power and also with the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy Sources. And we also work with the Regulatory Commission of the state and also with the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission, Government of India. The main focus has been to increase the renewable capacity in the state of Punjab. And a short presentation I have. So Punjab, you are very well aware. And we have been consistently outperforming in the areas of renewables in the northern region, leaving aside Rajasthan. And these are some of the key factors of the state of Punjab. If we look at it, we are about something like 13,600 megawatts of installed capacity, though the state demand outstrips during the paddy season, touches more than 15,000 megawatt. And we are also buying from the national grid. And currently we are placed at about something like close to 14%, which is the renewable installed capacity in the state of Punjab. That is about 2,200 megawatts, which is both in the solar and the non-solar categories. So ease of doing business, we are providing all kind of support to various investors. And this is our area of work. And if we look at the fact that the notification from the Government of India, which is pushing the renewable purchase obligations to as high as 43% by 2030. So that means the state has to put in approximately close to about 7,000 megawatts of capacity, which is to come into renewables. Currently, we are about 2,500 megawatt, and about close to about 3,500 megawatt is in the pipeline in various bidding stages and also in various construction phases. So some of the incentives which the state provides under the policy, and these are the areas where we are exempting or providing incentives to the various investors into the renewable energy sector. So this is how we are look like. If we look at the solar alone, we are close to about 1,500 megawatts, and then if we look at the category of biomass power projects, in cogeneration we are about close to about 460 megawatts, and in biomass, we are close to about 100 megawatts, and mini hydro projects, which is again a renewable resource, which is about close to about 170 megawatts, and some small projects in waste to energy, that is 1.5 megawatt. So about 2,227 megawatts is already operating, and about 3,365 megawatt we are bringing in on stream in another about 1 or 2 years' time. In addition to this, we are also working in energy conservation. What we believe is that energy conserved is about 1.5 times than the energy generated, taking into account the losses and various efficiency factors. So, and these projects are getting implemented in the state of Punjab in various areas with the support of Ministry of Power, Government of India. And we have one of the major campaigns, that is the State Partnership for Energy Efficiency. A lot of demonstration projects we are doing. We are also doing a model energy efficient village campaign. Then we have a major program that is the industry, that is a PAT program. And we are also doing a lot of ECBC work, that is the building energy efficiency compliant. That is the 5-star rated buildings. Even the Office of PEDA is also 5-star rated building. And we produce about something like 80% of its power through solar power. So what we are trying to say, what we are actually doing, then only we are focusing and telling the people. It's not that we are not doing it and we're just telling the people. So we believe in the fact that yes, let's do it, and let's promote it. So in addition, we are also pushing the standards and labeling program that is for promoting the energy efficient appliances in various sectors of the economy. So some of the projects on mini hydels, we have about something. These are kind of the run-of-the-mill projects. These are not dam, I'm going to say water storage projects. So we have about some 172 megawatt already commissioned, and about the potential in the state is close to about 200 megawatt plus. And we are also looking at the fact that if we could look at BML projects, which is about something like 67 megawatt, which is the pending capacity, to try to bring it on stream. And in addition, we have about 11 biomass power projects. The various speakers have been talking about the issue of stubble burning. We are able to handle about 1 million tons of paddy straw per annum by these operations of around 97.5 megawatt capacity projects, which are operating in 11 different locations. In addition, we have about something like 462 megawatt of cogeneration power projects, which is CHP, that is combined heat and power. And these projects are also using paddy straw. Since the PLF of these projects is low, so the capacity utilization in terms of seasonal is less as compared to IPPs. So these are some of the shots of biomass power projects which are operating in the state of Punjab. Some cogeneration projects. Then coming to waste to energy, this we have about one project already commissioned, another two projects which are in the government sector, one in Jalandhar and one in Ludhiana more, which we are using waste in order to produce about compressed biogas. We have tried to shift from power to biogas more, because what we feel that biomethanation is a better view of handling things than doing Rankine cycle projects. So on compressed biogas, we have already about 43 projects in pipeline, and combined together, these will produce about something like close to about 500 tons per day of compressed biogas, which is currently being utilized as a transportation fuel. And we already have one project which got recently commissioned. It is a 33 tons per day. And all these projects, once are on stream, we'll be having about 1.6 million tons of paddy straw being used in these projects. And there's another plant which is being supported in collaboration with Hindustan Petroleum. It's 100 kiloliters of 2G ethanol project, which will be using about 200 tons per day of paddy straw. And this is planned to be commissioned in 2023. So all these projects, in addition to giving us clean energy, is going to provide a massive investment of about 1,200 crores and also bring in about 8,000 skilled and unskilled jobs in the state of Punjab. And what we feel is that compressed biogas is the future, and even also as a step towards moving towards green hydrogen economy, what is the world is also aiming at. And we are looking at one or two projects where we use paddy straw and then you produce methane, and through methane reformation, produce hydrogen. Normally you produce it from electrolysis of water, but we could also look at the possibility of using methane reformation for then producing hydrogen, which is the ultimate clean fuel. So this is some of the snapshots of biomethanation projects. One of the, you see on your left side, is a project which we commissioned much earlier, about in 2004. And this project was rated as one of the Green Power Project Awards by the United Nations under the UNDP project. And then we have the latest Verbio. It's a 33-ton compressed biogas. It's already running at about 30% PLF. The gas is being off-taken by the oil companies. Indian Oil is already off-taking this gas. And then since the parameters are matching the CNG, this is being used as a transportation fuel. On bioethanol, we have currently one project which is in the pipeline. We are looking at possibilities, since the cost of investment is very, very high and returns are pretty low. It will take some time to shift to ethanol, especially 2G ethanol. This is the two projects which one is already commissioned. Another farm gas project is getting commissioned very shortly. It's in trial runs. And we are also pushing a lot of rooftop solar PV. Since land is again a scarce commodity in the state of Punjab, being an agrarian state, and again contributing to a lot of solar getting into the grid network in the state of Punjab. So these are some of the snapshots. In addition, we have done about 20 megawatts of canal top projects, which is again a Prime Minister awarded initiative. So the idea behind canal top is using the canal. There's about something like 5,000 kilometers of canal network in the state of Punjab. So if you look at the potential, it is about 1,750 megawatts of solar PV systems which can be installed on these canals. We are also coming up with a new program under which we are going to invite about 200 megawatt capacity canal top projects, which will be supported with the Viability Gap Fund. So some of the initiatives we are taking in the waste to energy sector, because this is also very, very important for the state of Punjab. In addition, we are also bringing in some of the facilities, solar PV facilities targeted at agriculture power supply. So these projects will be set up at 66 kV substations, handling only powering or maybe solarizing the agriculture feeders. So some of we are also working very closely with the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy in solarizing the agriculture pumping sector, because agriculture pumping sector is a very, very huge part of the total demand in our electric system. About something like 27% of the power which goes to the agriculture pumping network, and this is fully subsidized by the state government. So it has a dual advantage if we solarize this. One is that we are going to have a lot of carbon credits or a CO2 abatements. And secondly, we will be doing a lot of investment related modeling here, whereby we are bringing in the farmer also on board. And a lot of projects also are on stream, like 220 megawatt. We have already called off the bids. These projects will be helping us in lowering the state subsidy burden also in the farm sector. So this is the off-grid solar pumps you see in which the farmer is able to put up its own pump who don't have the electric connections at this moment. And this is again given at a 40% of the cost remaining being given as a central financial assistance, along with the government of Punjab giving about 30% matching grant along with this. So again, we have another program which is under the PM Kusum program and supported by the state. And these are feeder level solarizations. The entire feeders are getting solarized since the Punjab has already segregated the agriculture power feeders in the state. So what we are doing is that we have picked up some 65 11 kV feeders and we are solarizing them in the RESCO mode, which is again calling for investment in the private sector. So the total capacity which is getting installed is about 54 megawatts here. So in addition, we are doing a number of other activities which are spread out in the state. And on energy conservation, I have already slightly highlighted. We are working very strongly in the government schools. We are working under the PAT program, that is for industry. There are 40 designated consumers. And what we believe is there's a potential of around something like 20 to 35% saving becoming more energy efficient under all these sectors. Then there's a ECBC building code, and the Punjab has already notified the ECBC code, and much of it is now getting implemented in various sectors. Similarly, we have municipal demand side management and various programs we are running in parallel with the Government of India. There are a lot of outreach programs. We are also awarding the industry which is performing every year, and state awards are given on energy efficiency. So some of the projects which we have in pipeline in the hospital sectors and the government schools and villages, I try to bring it on board. So that's all. I'll just close to say that clean energy is definitely contributing towards sustainable growth, because renewables are sustainable. The state of Punjab doesn't have any coal, oil or gas facilities. Most of it comes from the states like Bihar, Odisha and all those areas. And then we also spend fuel on transporting those fuels, fossil fuels, to the state. So if we could use the resources here, we have enough biomass, we have enough solar, we have enough of small hydro and large hydro potentials. And plus, now since the shift is happening towards green hydrogen, this could very well, I think, approximately lead to an environment which is 100% net zero kind of solution for the state of Punjab. So we working towards this sector and seek support of all the other organizations which are working in tandem in the state, whether it be PPCB or whether it's Punjab State Council for Science and Technology and many other bodies and organizations with the support of the entire state government. We are pushing Punjab into a clean energy and much greener environment. And this is a transition phase. And some of the speakers were saying But yes, I feel that compressed biogas and hydrogen is the future. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. MP Singh, Director of Punjab Energy Development Agency, popularly known as PEDA, for sharing good thoughts. And yes, we have to look for green energy in whatever form it is. Thank you so much.